The pharmaceutical supply chain is continually evolving. In this exclusive interview featured by World Pharma Today, Mr. Peter Belden, president of Tjoapack US, highlights the current needs in pharmaceutical packaging and supply chain management. Discover the latest advancements in packaging materials, technology requirements, regulatory standards, and market trends. Don't miss this to gain valuable insights.
Hi, this is Sushant Gupta from World Pharma Today, and I have with me Peter Belden, President US for Tjoapack. Welcome, Peter.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us here. So, Peter, I would like to ask you first question, which is when we talk of the pharma supply chain, there's a big spectrum. How has packaging evolved, considering that the products are as serious and time-consuming as medicines?
Yes. The pharmaceutical packaging products and supply chain have to continually evolve to meet the more critical time and temperature-sensitive requirements of the medicines that are being packaged, as well as the more personalized nature of medicines, meaning the newer medicines are being targeted at smaller patient populations.
Yes.
And many times the materials we're packing have a really limited time to be in the packaging environment before they then have to be contained and put back into a more temperature-sensitive container and controlled for storage and distribution out into the world. So the packaging materials have had to evolve with that to allow us to produce efficiently, but also to contain better protection for the product. So we're constantly working with our client partners as well as our material suppliers to balance that equation.
Yes.
And find the best value solution in those materials for each of the particular medicines that we're packaging.
Right. So what makes Tjoapack ahead of its time? Well, I'm sure that with the kind of work that you've done and what you are eyeing right now, what makes you different from others? And is it the technology, the manpower, or probably the vision?
It's all three.
Yes.
You know what we have found is as a small but nimble and innovative provider, our ability to remain very flexible and adapt to both the evolving medicines and the unique requirements for those medicines and their patients and the evolving client base, we've been able to adopt a very innovative, proactive, and collaborative team approach.
Yes.
To then work through innovations that are available through materials to meet the medicine's requirements and deliver that in conjunction with our partner to be on the market sooner, perhaps,
Right.
Because of our ability to be flexible and responsive to that need than many of our larger competitors perhaps
Yes.
are able to do.
Okay. So which means that pharmaceutical packaging and supply chain are intertwined,
Yes.
right? With standardization norms specific to regions.
Yes.
How does Tjoapack cope with this kind of a scenario?
Yeah, it's an ever-evolving challenge. We are currently packaging medicines across our sites in Europe and the US
Yes.
for over 40 countries around the world.
Right.
So that understanding the unique regulatory requirements for the supply chain enables us to then have the technology on our packaging
Right.
lines that is conversant with serialization standards, distribution standards in all 40 of these countries. We have been ahead of that, working with our technology partners to enable the online, print and verification capabilities for those standard applications. And then, from day to day, be able to toggle between, a region in Asia Pacific versus a region in Europe or in the Americas.
Right.
We also recently have done things as innovative as applying crypto technology into the serialization requirements for a particular market.
Right.
We believe we're an early adopter for that capability as well. Yeah.
So, I mean, if it's all possible, is it okay with you if you can just give us some insight on it, crypto technology that you said now?
Well, it's the encryption in that unique identifier for the product that we then are printing on the pack.
Okay.
Basically,
Okay.
right? So then how that is interpreted through the supply channel, unlocks the key to the crypto. Yeah.
All right. So, what are the future upgrades in pharmaceutical packaging that Tjoapack is looking at?
Mhm.
And are there any specific geographies that are, that demand that kind of a technology?
Well, as I mentioned, with medicines that we're producing for over 40 countries around the world, we're not necessarily focused on any particular region.
Okay.
I think we benefit by seeing the early adoption of technology requirements from the bigger markets,
Right.
European or US markets.
Mhm.
But, also with that diversity of countries and medicines that we're handling, we do get exposed to some of the unique differences in some of the smaller countries around the world.
Okay.
And that means we have to remain flexible,
Yes.
and we have to remain curious in terms of how we solve the unique packaging challenges for the different regions. So I wouldn't say it's one particular region driving. It's more interpreting those challenges as they come,
Right.
and ensuring that we're remaining open to new ways to solve new problems.
Now that we've talked about challenges and problems that are there, how about regulations? Regulations vary from regions.
Yes.
So what is your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, again, our take is enabling every day that our team members understand we must always lead with
Yes.
highest quality,
Right.
combined with that flexible service. So
Right.
ensuring that we're up to standard, regardless of whether that's a regulatory body's requirements or the rigor we undergo on almost a weekly basis from our clients
Okay.
in
Yep.
terms of understanding, their particular quality agreement specifications, and then how we're enabling that on the packaging line. So in essence,
Got it.
we have to
Yes.
be, at the top of our game every day,
Every day. Right.
audit ready every day, and ensuring we're meeting the compliance requirements of over 40 countries around the world regularly.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a very consistent
It-
thing you have to do.
Yes. Yes.
And contributing to a healthier world by a way of smart packaging solutions has always been an inspiration to you.
Yes.
35 years of innovation have brought you to where you are today.
Yeah.
What is that one thing that puts you ahead of your contemporaries, Manas?
Yeah, I mean, I think again, it's the flexibility and the curiosity to continuously learn what's possible
Yes.
in the market, protecting the quality and the delivery capabilities for the medicine to reach these patients. We do believe that with this 35 years of experience, Tjoapack was founded with very innovative mindset. Started in the early days of trying to deploy more green packaging solutions. In some cases, it failed.
Okay.
The market wasn't ready.
Right.
But in other cases, that's allowed us to carry on and build to greater things. And we really just are keeping that DNA alive in terms of partnering with suppliers, partnering with clients, understanding where the trends will lead, both to potential some more sustainable packaging options, as well as that critical protect the medicine
Yes.
requirement. Regardless of the form that ultimately that ends up
But
being
I'm sure
delivered in.
there's lots you have done as far as sustainability is concerned, and over down the line, probably there's still much a road forward which you've
Yes.
already
Yes.
carved out.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that you would be able to achieve what you are planning to. Right.
Indeed.
So thank you so much
Indeed.
for your time.
Thank
it's
you.
been a pleasure
Thank you.
talking to you.
Likewise.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.